Have you ever noticed that right before something in your life changes, strange things start happening? You begin seeing repeating numbers everywhere. Certain conversations seem perfectly timed. Old memories suddenly resurface. People leave your life, or new people appear unexpectedly. At first, it feels random, but when you step back, you start to realize something deeper may be unfolding. Throughout history, many spiritual traditions have believed that before a major breakthrough, the universe begins sending signals. Not loud announcements, but subtle patterns. Small synchronicities that gently guide you toward transformation. And if you've been experiencing these signs lately, you might be closer to a breakthrough than you think. Today, we're going to explore the most common spiritual signs that appear right before life shifts in a powerful way. Because breakthroughs rarely arrive out of nowhere, they are usually preceded by signals. Signals that something within you is about to change. Sign 1. Your old life starts feeling uncomfortable. One of the first signs of an approaching breakthrough is discomfort with your current life. Things that once felt normal begin to feel misaligned. Your routine feels empty. Conversations feel surface level. Even places you used to enjoy may suddenly feel different. This doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong. Often it means your consciousness is expanding, and when you grow internally, the old environment can begin to feel too small. Imagine trying to wear clothes that once fit perfectly, but you've now outgrown them. The discomfort isn't punishment. It's simply a sign that you are no longer meant to stay where you once were. And many people misinterpret this phase. They think they are lost. But in reality, they are being prepared for something greater. Sign 2. Synchronicities start appearing everywhere. Another powerful sign before a breakthrough is the sudden appearance of synchronicities. You might notice repeating numbers like 111, 222, or 444. You think about someone, and they text you moments later. You hear the same message from different sources in the same day. These moments feel almost too perfectly timed to be coincidence. Psychologist Carl Jung, ChatGPT generic entity number 1, famously describes synchronicity as meaningful coincidence. Events that seem unrelated, yet carry deep personal significance. When synchronicities increase, it often means your awareness is aligning with a deeper flow. You begin noticing patterns that were always there, but now, your mind is awake enough to see them. And many people report that the frequency of synchronicities increases dramatically right before major life shifts. It's almost like the universe is leaving breadcrumbs, guiding you toward the next chapter of your life. Sign 3. Emotional purging, right before transformation. Many people go through a period of intense emotions. Old memories surface. Unresolved feelings rise to the surface. You may suddenly reflect on past relationships, childhood experiences, or old regrets. At times, it can feel overwhelming. But this process is actually emotional clearing. Imagine preparing a garden for new seeds. Before planting something new, the soil must be cleared of weeds and debris. In the same way, breakthroughs often require releasing emotional weight from the past. This stage is uncomfortable, but incredibly important. Because the lighter you become emotionally, the easier it is for new opportunities to enter your life. Sign 4. People begin leaving your life. One of the most misunderstood signs before a breakthrough is people naturally drifting away. Friendships fade, certain relationships end, social circles change. And while this can feel painful, it often happens because your energy is evolving. Not everyone is meant to travel with you forever. Some people are part of a chapter. Others are part of the entire story. And when you begin stepping into a new level of growth, the dynamics of certain relationships can shift naturally. It's not about blame. It's simply the natural movement of life. Because breakthroughs often require space for new connections and new opportunities. Sign 5. Heightened intuition. Another common experience before a breakthrough is a stronger inner voice. You begin sensing things before they happen. You feel drawn toward certain decisions, even when logic can't fully explain why. Your intuition becomes louder, more persistent. You may suddenly feel the urge to start something new, leave something behind, or explore a path that once felt uncertain. This is often your subconscious integrating everything you've learned so far. And once enough internal growth has happened, your mind begins guiding you toward the next step. The key during this stage is trust, because intuition rarely shouts, it whispers. Sign 6. Temporary chaos. Ironically, right before many breakthroughs, life can feel chaotic. Plans fall apart. Unexpected challenges appear. Things that once felt stable suddenly change. But chaos is often reorganization in disguise. Imagine renovating a house. Before the final result appears, walls may need to be torn down. Rooms must be cleared. Things temporarily look worse before they look better. Many of the most successful people describe this exact pattern. Moments where everything seemed uncertain, right before a major opportunity appeared. What feels like destruction is often reconstruction. Sign 7. A new vision begins forming. Finally, one of the clearest signs of an approaching breakthrough is a new vision for your life. Ideas begin forming. New goals appear. You start imagining possibilities that once seemed distant. Something inside you begins whispering, "There's more for you." This inner vision is powerful because breakthroughs don't just happen externally, they begin internally. It is a shift in perspective. Once you start seeing a different future, your actions slowly begin aligning with it, and over time, that vision becomes reality. The truth about breakthroughs. Here's something most people don't realize. Breakthroughs are rarely sudden miracles. They are the result of invisible internal shifts happening over time. Moments of discomfort, moments of reflection, moments where life quietly nudges you in a new direction. And the signs we talked about today are often indicators that those internal shifts are already happening, which means something powerful may be closer than it appears. Honestly, there is no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. If you've been experiencing synchronicities, if life has been pushing you out of old patterns, if things feel uncertain but strangely meaningful, you may not be lost. You may be in the middle of transformation. And sometimes the most confusing chapters of our lives are actually the moments right before everything begins to make sense. If this message resonated with you, join the community. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Your journey of growth is just beginning. And remember, the person you're becoming is built by what you do today.